back to me. Enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. You won't bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Is enough. Is enough. Enough is enough. I tried to be a disciple, listening well, but these demons talk like angels.
Hey guys, welcome back to Queen of the Indies Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the Queen of the Indies, Tiffany, and we are prepared for action. So what better way than to get Alex Kane on this podcast? What's going on?
Getting ready to punch Suge in the face repeatedly. I was on a show with him, I think last weekend, and even though me and Suge are at odds right now, we're still buddies-ish, because he's always been a mentor of mine. But I told him, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Especially if the good hand is not at ringside. You're at the mercy of me. He thinks he's not, but he's seen me. He's had the leash in his hand before or whatever. He's had the dog, sicking somebody, and now the dog's being turned on him.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We'll get a little more into that. But guys, if you're new here to the Under the Rope series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, backstage, referees. I got you covered. If you guys got questions for Alex, please feel free. Drop it into the chat. Make sure you share the stream so we get some people in here. I appreciate it. I already see some people in the chat right now. All right, so Ed's in here. He goes, I'm here so Alex Kane doesn't beat me up.
You're right. You saw the message. Smart human being.
Ed, are you going to watch Action this Friday night? You better be watching it.
So now the second part of it, now you have to watch Action, because I know it's probably going to be live on IWTV.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't watch that, then I also get to beat you up.
There you go. So make sure you're watching it again this Friday night. Zach Minger's in the chat. He goes, it's National Dessert Day. Did you have a piece of dessert today?
I did not.
So after this podcast, you have to go get a piece of dessert. Anything particular?
My wife got these chocolate peanut butter things or whatever from Aldi's. So I guess it'll be that.
There you go. Happy National Dessert Day. Anybody in the chat, let me know if you had dessert. Are you going to have dessert? What's going on? So, good cop, bad cops in the chat. He goes, between matches at senior night for volleyball. So we'll be watching when I get home. Thank you. Wanted to drop in, say hi. I wish Alex good luck with his incoming food questions. Damn. We're going in. We're going in with the food questions because it wouldn't be an Under the Rope series without some food questions. So I have to trigger the question that's always asked on this podcast. So, because it starts fights on this podcast, so it's a cereal question.
Okay.
And Do you put your cereal in first and then your milk, or do you put your milk in first and then your cereal?
Cereal definitely goes in first. What are civilized human beings around here?
There are some wrestlers out there that they put their milk in first and then their cereal.
And they're probably serial killers. So that's like turning your, what is it? I think it's your tissue. I think it's because I think the normal way is to have the the sheet going over, but if you put the sheet under, that's a I think it's like a proven sign of a serial killer.
Look at that. See? So, I mean, we throw Andy Brown under the bus all the
Oh
time.
wow, Andy, that's crazy. That's melanin deficient behavior.
And then even when we had Alyssa Marino on, she said it was crazy too that he puts his milk first.
Yep. We'll talk to Andy about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe you're going to have to beat him up too.
I'd gladly beat up Andy just for that.
Give it to us. So, let's see. So Ed says, absolutely watching Action, hoping to cover it on the podcast soon. Yes, definitely cover Action. Matt will, appreciate it. Everything Pro Wrestling's in the chat. Conrad, thank you. He said, yo, thank you for coming in here. He's got you covered. AEW, WWE reviews. Make sure you give him a subscribe as well. I know he's excited that you came on the podcast. He really appreciated that you came on here. So thanks for joining our chat in here. So let's see. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. So talk to us. We talked a little bit about Shug D. How are you preparing for this match this Friday night?
How I prepare for every match, lifting heavy, doing lots of like tire throws. So a lot of people flip tires. I actually grab the tire like I would a human being, and I throw it over my head. Been doing a lot of that. Just trying to be as explosive as possible, so I can throw Shug as high and as far as I want.
I'm not catching anybody when I come down there because.
Nope, don't catch nobody, especially not Shug. Especially not Shug.
Because a lot of wrestlers like to dive at me. Please don't.
I'll tell you to move. Now, if you don't move and you get hit by me, that's on you.
That's not fair.
I'm a dense human being too. So
man, I'll be like,
go for it.
I'm gonna have to be to I don't know where the hell. Matt, put me somewhere safe. I don't know. I'm not trying to get killed out here. So, Jack Solomon's in the chat. He goes, suplex assassin.
Bang.
Look at that. Love that. Thank you for joining in here as well. So, speaking of Action too, again, if you're not watching on IWTV, please subscribe. Go check it out. I want to talk about one of your most recent matches over there with Richard Holiday, which you're very familiar with, and it was his debut at Action, which is great. So debut. that was just on it just went up on IWTV, so I had to go watch that because I watch all the Action shows. So, and then when they're not up on IWTV, I'm mad. But he tried with the signature move right off the bat.
He really did. Somebody needs to make him handcuff himself to something so he can't do that, or wrap it. I don't know, something. That's the fact that your signature move is something that could quite possibly lose you the match. Could help you win it, but could more than likely help you lose it. Is wild to me.
Yeah. He got hit with the signature move at his own show from the ref.
Thank God. More people need to hit him with his signature move. Maybe he'll find a new, better one. 'Cause I think that being your signature move is lame. But, love Richard. Richard's cool sometimes.
Definitely. So check that out. I know Founders Day is one of the outdoor shows for Action. I was going to come down to that one, and then I was like, no, I'm going to come down on the 17th. I was
should have came to both.
Listen, if if a sugar daddy wants to give me money to support my wrestling problem,
you could there's definitely a market for it. You can find it. You just gotta look in the right places.
I know Jack's probably laughing at me because we've been talking about this for a while that were like, we just got to get the sugar daddies out here so we could support my wrestling
You
problems.
can make a wrestling themed OnlyFans, and get it cracking. Somebody's gonna be like, damn, this is great stuff. Let me give you all my money. Keep it going.
I love it. I love it. So, Jack says we're back on the sugar daddy talk. Here we go.
Look, I
Sorry.
want I want a sugar daddy too, or a sugar mama, whichever one comes my way.
There you go. There you go.
Putting that out in the universe. My wife said I could have it, so let's go.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. So, all right. So, obviously, we got to talk a little bit about MLW. So, you were the world champ. That was a big thing going on over there. So, plenty of amazing
Hold on,
matches.
the greatest world champion they've ever had.
There you
Okay,
go.
now continue.
Greatest. So, talk to us like some of your favorite matches. Maybe like some of the fans that are watching this, maybe they're not following MLW, so maybe you can give them like a little bit of a taste.
My favorite matches from that run, Wrestling Jacob was at the top. One, because it was an Iron Man-ish match. We called most of that match on the fly. And he's just a joy to work. Love everything he's doing in the E. I think winning the belt, beating Hammerstone, was probably number two. One, because I had literally all of my friends there, um, uh, in the ring with me. It was a good time, and I got to win it in Philly, which is where I debuted for MLW. And literally, I think almost no, every huge moment in my career happened in that 2300 arena
Mm.
building. So for them to watch me grow up, what was it? I was those 3 years in, yeah. Uh, over that course of time was really really dope. Um, even I think my third favorite, and I have it on my YouTube. It's me versus Kojima, where I lose the belt. But getting to wrestle a legend like Kojima was definitely an honor. Lots and lots of fun. Uh, the match that I had with Richard during that run wasn't my favorite.
Mm.
So getting to be able to wrestle him again and liking that match a lot more. Um, and then the match that I had against Tom Lawler. I think all of these are on MLW's YouTube page. You do have to pay I think it's like a $6 per subscription to watch them. But my favorite thing about that match with Tom Lawler, one, because I've wrestled Tom on several occasions, and our styles are very much alike, so we gel really well. Lots of chemistry, but also it's because it was Matt Cardona's debut, and I got to call Matt Cardona a melanin deficient hoe, which created lots of memes for me.
That's gotta be fun though, like to see that like being turned into like gifs and memes and all that fun stuff. Any one particular that's your favorite?
Um, so one guy made he made I think it was like a Bitmoji thing or whatever, but like he's looking through the blinds, and
Uh-huh.
it just says, um, what was it? It either said, "Look at this melanin deficient behavior." I think that's what it says. Look at this melanin deficient behavior.
I love. There's a lot of creative people out there, so
100%.
so we're all connected. Everybody's creators love it. We're all here for for wrestling and all that fun stuff too. So. Another honorable mention we have to talk about here is Sean Legacy. So which you guys wrestled before, but I think the match that like I really want to talk about it. This one's on YouTube also too. So if anybody's like not familiar with Classic City Wrestling, so you can check it out on there too. So talk to us about that match.
That match. So before fans were even there, Jimmy Wang Yang was backstage because his daughter is also on the independent scene, and there was somebody else there, but I guess that's not important. But Jimmy Wang Yang was there, and like he was listening to everybody put together their matches, but like none of the heels were like trying to get heat. They were just trying to get their shit in, which is what independent wrestlers do.
Yeah.
But he's like, somebody's got to do something tonight that's gonna like rile the crowd up. and Sean wore a Georgia Bulldogs jersey to the show. It's in Athens, Georgia. And he's like, you have to do something with the jersey. He's like, don't be a little bitch. Do something with the jersey. I'm like, I'm all for it. I love getting heat. So I think it was going into his comeback. The jersey was like in the corner, so I grabbed it. I'm like, hey, yeah, 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 we love Georgia. We love Georgia. Balled it up, wiped my ass with it or whatever, threw it down, stomped on it. I think I stomped on it. And that place went nuts. That place went nuts, and made his comeback 1,000 times better.
I love that.
And no, and then the crazy thing about it is for some reason, they still love me in that building. That's a mark of a superstar, okay? You can insult their team and they still love you because you're cool as fuck. Okay? Don't talk to me about whether I'm a star or not. I'm a star.
I love that. I give you guys like a lot of credit because even like out here in New York and like since Jack's in the chat, like I always remember like sitting in Remarkable Wrestling and whether it was Miracle Generation or Culture Inc. or Adam Priest or whatever, and it's like some of these fans, the Long Island fans, I'm sorry guys, I love you guys, but you guys don't really know anything outside of Remarkable Wrestling except for maybe the WWE stuff. But when you have all these indie guys come up here and they have no idea who it is, and the way that you guys can work the crowd to get the heat, bravo.
Thank you.
I'm here for it. I'm totally here for that. Jack says, I just realized that there's both a Rome and an Athens, Georgia.
Yes, there is. Actually, that is wild. I never thought about that.
We learned stuff on this podcast.
Yeah, that's crazy. Athens is a lot nicer than Rome, though.
Yeah. So there you go. So Jack, I guess we gotta go there. He said, I called a MCMG match and nobody gave a fuck. It was crazy. Yeah. That's Remarkable Wrestling.
Wow.
So it is the strangest place. So, but shout out to Kodo. He does great stuff over there. So we had a bunch of like fan tweets. So let's like work this in as well. So this one's from My Alter Ego. He goes, salute to you both. My question is a two-parter. Okay, so the first one is, my first question, when it comes up on the Fight Club, who's someone you would happily...
Boomayang.
Okay, listen, it's the New York accent.
In New York, they chant Boomayang all the time.
This is my bad accent that I can't talk. Right. I can't talk, which we learned. So he said, who do we happily welcome into the ranks?
Happily. I mean, what do you mean? Like on the independent scene and like AEW and WWE? Like what are you talking about?
Well, since we mostly do indie, let's do an indie.
I just added Travis 3K. He's an A4 guy, the Dirty South Suplex Machine. He's my son, essentially. Anybody with the suplex gimmick at this point is my son. I added him, and I guess your initiation into the Boomayang Fight Club is taking an ass beating, but not dying in the process. And you get presented with battle beads.
Okay.
Essentially Akuma beads, but we do our own thing with it. I really don't know who else I would add in. Actually, no, I do. What is his name? It's slipping my mind right now. Something Hendricks. Is it Eddie Hendricks? It might be Eddie Hendricks. He's another A4 guy, another power-based suplex guy. Because essentially, when the Boomayang Fight Club was created in MLW, that's what I wanted. I wanted a bunch of dudes or women who chucked people with reckless abandonment. I didn't get that, but that's what I wanted. Like O'Shea Edwards would definitely he's in there.
Yeah.
But who else? if Shane Taylor, would, because I know he would want to be the leader, but I can't give him that slot. But I'd let him be in there. If we can do like a STP, like Boomaye collaboration, little handshake type deal or whatever, we could do that. But that'd be dope. But yeah, as of right now, that's who I would want in there.
Okay. Okay. So there you go. So let's see. Let me read into
But
the
Travis 3K, check him out. The kid is good, very charismatic, very entertaining. Um, it's a good time watching him.
There you go. So we'll go more about like because like I love putting other wrestlers over, which we will. So, but let me give some love in this chat. Conrad said Paris, Texas, and Paris, France too. You guys are crazy. He'll
There's
say
an Atlanta. I think there's an Atlanta, Texas. I think there might be an Atlanta in every state. I think so. The city
you
of
might be
Atlanta.
right.
Yeah. Because of what?
Someone asked Alexa. So all right, let's see what else. Dave's in the chat. What's up, Dave? Jack says Camaro Jackson would be good, and then
Camaro, and that's another one. That's another one. Camaro Jackson be great. Love wrestling Camaro.
there you go, there you go. And then Conrad said Eddie Hendricks. So
Yes.
there you go. So all right, the second question is, who's an opponent that you love facing in any match?
Uh, I mean, I guess I don't even know. We haven't had, I guess, like, any matches, but I mean, we had matches, but I don't know if we had like anything crazy. But one of my favorite opponents, well, one of my two favorite opponents is Bobby Flacco. He was probably one of the first guys when I joined the WWE for that really looked out for me, and we always create magic. And then another wrestler from Action who hasn't been there in a minute for some reason, but I mean, actually no, not for some reason. He's been trying to build up Bulgarian wrestling. Damian Tangra. Though I did turn on him at one point to join the Good Hand. He's probably one of my favorite opponents because our styles are similar enough to where we can literally go out there, call nothing, and have an amazing match.
Love that. Definitely love that. Shout out to Bobby Flacco too. He's been doing a Mexico run, which is crazy. So talk to him. He said that he might stay a little longer on his stay, which is
I would
cool.
stay too if I was loved in Mexico like that.
See, we're putting it out there. We're manifesting.
Yeah,
Mexico.
manifesting. Stay in Mexico.
You never
Yeah.
know, or
I,
maybe.
I mean, I wrestled in Mexico with MLW. So I think we did the first one I think it was like the second month I was there because I think it was Philly, and then we went to Mexico, and then I did Conan's birthday there as well. So yeah, I wrestled in Mexico twice.
But that's a thing too that like I've said to a lot of wrestlers. Like, how cool is it that here it is.
I
like,
wrestled Aerostar and beat him. I don't want to hear nothing out of nobody's mouth. Beat a Mexican wrestling legend. Talk to me nice.
There you go. But I think it's so cool that you guys get to travel and like, maybe at one point like you never thought that this is gonna like happen, and then you get to go like all over the world. Never mind the fact that you're meeting fans from like all over, experiencing like culture and everything. Is there like any place that like comes to your brain that you're like, oh my god, like I need to go back, for
Costa
like
Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. That was amazing. The food is phenomenal. The fans are also phenomenal. Like when I found out that they watched MLW there, so they knew who I was like. You know me in Costa Rica. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's amazing. That's so neat. So, oh man. Okay, this chat's popping off. I see you guys. Hold on.
Bing, 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 bing.
Brian says, "What is Travis's K's home promotion? I'll check them out."
Technically, DWA. It's also in Atlanta. It's ran by Chainmail. It's yeah. I think I'm on that show in 2 weeks. But yeah, DWA. I think it's Dynamic Wrestling Association or some shit like that.
Definitely.
something like that.
This
I'll
is
just show
what
up
I
to
love. I
that.
find out like of like promotions that maybe like I haven't like followed, and then it makes me intrigued to like definitely like go look it up and everything like that. We were talking about that off the air, so. Let's see. Brian's into Hangman. Adam Page is the most competitive champion ever and has more than 3 successful champion defenses left before he loses to Okada. Okay, so they're having a AEW conversation in the chat.
All right.
So, sounds good. So, all right. So let's go to another fan tweet here. He said, "These are tough letters again. Sorry, like my guests, that's their names. What do you want me to do?" So he said, "This week we're going to go with a rhyme." So he said, with Kane rhyming with Bane, who is on the indie wrestling scene that has been the bane of your existence? He goes, if needed, Bane meaning a cause of great distress or annoyance. Why are you trying to get people in trouble on here?
I don't necessarily have a wrestler that's been the bane of my existence, but I do have a move that's been the bane of my existence. And that is
Okay.
a lariat. The lariat is the bane of my existence. I lost the Action World title with to Manders via lariat. I lost the MLW World title via lariat from Kojima. So I would say the lariat is the bane of my existence right now.
Wow. There's a lot of wrestlers out there doing like, especially like the discus lariat. Like,
Yep, I tell commentary all the time if someone does a lariat, watch out. No, I'm not trying to get hit with that.
wow.
Keep that away. 50 feet.
Okay, I'm here for that. All right. And then Brian in chat says, DWA, thank you very much for that. So, all right, another fan tweet. This one's from Mike. He goes, what would be the title of a movie based on your career and who would play you? Ooh, that's a fun one.
Damn, that's hard. Why are you coming with the hard questions? My damn, should have read this earlier. Oh, okay. Ask it again. Hold on.
All right, so he said, what would be the title of a movie based on your career and
The
who?
Spirit of Bumaye would be the name of the movie.
Okay, and who would play
That's
you?
that's a video. That's a little doc on YouTube. Actually, you should go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. And then who would play me? Who would be cool enough to play me? Idris Elba.
Okay.
But you gotta find a way to make like a young Idris Elba. I mean,
Okay.
like he still look good for his age, but you gotta have that like that that build up.
Okay. Yeah, these fans, they come at, like with some very interesting questions.
I appreciate it. Make me think a little bit.
So another one, and Conrad's in the chat for this one. So he goes, do you have any interest in working in Japan?
That is where, so I was talking to a client of mine today about this, actually. One of his friends that also follows me, older guy, been watching wrestling for a long time, but that's where he sees me, in Japan. And then after Japan, then he sees me in AEW. So like that is literally the track that I would like to take.
Anywhere you want to go, like a particular promotion, like you would love?
So funny enough, I was talking to Minoru Suzuki, Kojima, and Okamura. I think we were in Texas. But I was trying to ask, if they had any like connections to get into New Japan or whatever. They didn't have, they couldn't figure that out, but they did. But Suzuki did say that if I were to fit anywhere in Japan, it would be All Japan. So I'm going to reach out to them once I get this highlight reel that I've been waiting on for like 3 months. Come on, Dean, get it together. But yeah, once I get that, I'm gonna send that off and see what happens. But I think All Japan, I definitely fit in very, very well there.
Yeah.
Especially if Minoru Suzuki says you'd fit in well somewhere, you go.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool to see now more, especially after the pandemic and everything like that. Like of all the people like going to Japan and having opportunities, it's really like neat. And I'm here, so when you do go, because it's not if, it's when you go, you have to post all the food pictures because this is what we all live for.
Yep, I will. I got you.
So you gotta post that because we enjoy Alex Zane like posted all his clips, and then of course you
It's the
got
crazy. One, I have two things to say when it comes to Alex Zane. One, it's insane how he has worked Taco Bell into everything, and the fact that he still looks as amazing as he does, but he also still eats Taco Bell. Insane.
it's crazy.
Also, the first time I met Alex Shelley, that's what he kept calling me while we were putting this ladder match together for the national openweight title, and I'm just like, first of all, I'm black. Second of all, I'm bigger than him. Third of all, I have a mohawk. What are we doing here? How you calling me this man? How you calling me Alex Zane? Like, I mean, Alex Zane is cool as shit. Very, very cool guy. I think we're friends on Facebook. Very cool guy. Very level-headed human being. But like, how do you get there, Mr. Shelley? How do you get there? That's why I choked you out, threw you off the ladder, and won the national openweight title. That's what you get. I mean, I don't care if that you in WWE now. That's cool. Awesome. Good for you, brother. But calling me Alex Zane is crazy work.
So I guess he owes you Taco Bell if you go out
Yeah.
there with
Yeah.
Japan,
He
since
does.
he's got one named after him. That's crazy. So Conrad says Alex versus Satos. Look at that.
Yep, there we go. Let's do it.
So
I'm leaner, meaner, more explosive. I've really built this body up to where it needs to be. So let's go. Let's do it.
we're manifesting. We're manifesting on here on the podcast. Let me make sure that if I got everybody in the chat, whatever they're saying. So, all right. So let's bring back the oldie but goodie question. Craziest thing a fan's done to get your attention?
Damn. Like what? Like on social media? Like in person?
Let's do it. If you got a good one in person, because we've had some really crazy stories on here.
Damn.
I mean, I like the one with Desmond Cole that the fan threw a hot dog at him in the ring.
No, I ain't really had nobody do nothing crazy.
No?
I scare most people, so they normally try to stay away.
Okay, all right. So, let's pay it forward. So, throw some names out that you feel that should be getting more attention. So, like the fans could maybe we need to learn more about.
I just wrestled him Saturday. Damon Stryker. He's a Chattanooga kid. There has a very good handle on what he wants to be. Very smooth in the ring. Needs to work on his cardio a little bit, but we talked about that. But very, very talented. I think he's going to go far. Jameson Shook is another kid that I love. Who else? I'm trying to think of my A4 children. Because everybody should know Teriyaki at this point. Innovative ass motherfucker. Jay Lucas. Hold on.
Well, some of these names you guys should know already. I've had them on the podcast. Jameson Shook's been on here. Teriyaki's been on here. Jay Lucas has been on here. I love that with the the 4A kids, like Rico Gonzalez.
Rico.
I miss Rico.
Is he still wrestling?
So I actually messaged Rico because he was definitely one of like my people that I was like, okay, I need to meet in person, that I haven't met in person but has done the podcast. So I reached out to him and I was like, where are you at? I was like, I'm coming to action and you're not there. So I know he's busy with work, shoot job, so he hasn't been wrestling. So
Audrey Allen. First, off the gear alone, talented as hell in the ring, but off the gear alone, look her up. Great. Austin Towers, another A4 guy, like old school A4 guy, but I think he's almost 7 foot tall, huge, great worker.
wow.
I'm trying to look. I
So
can't
him
remember
versus Ben Bishop in a match.
Yes, that's a great match. I want to see it.
Take my money.
Who else? Hold on. No. Going to the A4 chat if it still exists. WWE. Yes, it does still exist. Okay. Adrian Alanis
Okay.
is a good one. He's been on AEW a few times. Um, if you don't know Leon Ruff, I don't know what you're
Oh
doing with your.
God. Yeah. Come on, guys.
I don't know what you're doing with your life. Who else? Another one. I mean, he's been around for a long time. Cavron Canyon.
Mhm.
Um, he's uh, he's an OG A4 guy, but he's so smart in the ring, and then he's also fearless as hell. So definitely look him up.
So check those
He's an
names out.
Indiana guy now because he decided to move to Indiana for what.
Ah. I love it. I've been trying to like bring a lot of like from like the South like up
Mhm.
here. So especially like me being like in New York and like watching. I wish more promotions would put their stuff on whether it's YouTube or IWTV or whatever because there's a lot of promotions that I see banger cards and
Mhm.
I can't watch it and it drives me
There's a
crazy.
few. There's a few New York guys that I really, really like that I have wrestled. Max Capacity is another one. That kid's talented. And he's got a really good head on his shoulders. What is it? Damn, I kept messing up his name. I messed his name several times in a promo. Uh, Dylon Woodward.
Okay.
Dylon Woodward. Um, if he puts the things together that he needs to put together, he could be very good.
Mm. I like well since you
Um,
I was
hold
yeah.
on, hold
Mhm.
on,
Go ahead,
hold
go ahead.
on. Adriana Mosley,
Hmm.
the Big Daddy, check her out. I mean, the fact she calls herself the Big Daddy is enough alone to sell you on that. Who else? Who else? Who else? Nahir Robles. She's right now. She's collecting a bunch of championships. She's on her a belt collector run right now, but she's also very very good.
Hmm.
I like her a lot. Um, Faye Jackson. If you don't know who Faye Jackson is, I
Yeah,
don't know
by
what you're doing.
now.
I don't know what you're doing with your life. The first lady of Boomaye, get it together. Mr. Thomas, or Blaster McMassive. He's lived two different lives. He being with him, being like on a team with him for those 4 years in MLW um, was amazing. But like he seeing the growth and confidence in his ability over time has been one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. And like now he's on MLW every show in some kind of match, showing the world how great he is. Every time I see a clip, I'm just like, oh, so you just doing all the cool shit now? Where was all this when we was tagging?
What was the answer?
He said, I just need a little spotlight. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. I was trying to give you spotlight the whole time, but cool.
I thought it was gonna be like, well, I'm evolving, maybe. Like,
Nah, it was always there. He just decided
you
to
just
open Pandora's box,
ah, there you go, there you go.
the Mocha Trap box. That's what he decided to open up now.
Ooh, okay, okay. All right, so you know what? Let's bring back, since you were talking about things like clicking, and I talk about this on the podcast that it's kind of cool when like I like start like following like a particular wrestler and like I see something in them, but then when they tap into it, like they'll have a match and then you just see it like click or whatever, and then they just like grow and like the pop off is insane. So, what's a piece of advice that you would give those inspiring wrestlers?
Uh, don't focus. So like a lot of people focus on like doing cool moves or doing cool spots. Um, Focus on building a character. That is because that's your base. Once you figure out the character, what you're trying to be or what you want to be, everything else becomes easy.
Right.
Move set, what you want to do, finishers, all that, spots, whatever. All that becomes easy once you know who you are. If you don't know who you are in the ring, you're just going to be doing stuff and you're not going to get over. But if you know who you are, know who the character is, know where you are, and knowing where you want to go with that character,
Mhm.
wrestling's easy. You'll get over every time. But if you don't know who you are, like you're shooting yourself in the foot. So like really like I have a Word document that I send to young guys all the time. If you're a wrestler in the chat or you're watching this or you watch it at some point or whatever, hit me up. I will send it to you. But it's a good way to really flesh out, what you want your character to be because you can quite in life. Can you be anything you want? Not really. I guess you can to some extent. But in wrestling, you can quite literally be whoever you want to be. So, like, spend that time figuring that out. So, if you need that document, hit me up. I got you. Free of charge.
Look at that.
Free game.
I love that. I think that's probably like one of the best pieces that I've heard on this podcast because it's always like the same thing. Ears closed, mouth shut, ears closed, whatever like that, or just like listen to everything.
Because a lot of that stuff is like I feel like a lot of that's like bowing down to authority, old school respect stuff. Like, I mean, yes, respect the business more than a lot of people or companies do.
Right.
But like the biggest thing in wrestling is being a character, is creating that spectacle. As terrible as a human being as Vince McMahon is, um, that that man understood spectacle, and that's why he was able to bring WWE to where it is now, or to where it got to, because he understood the spectacle of it, he understood the characters of it. It wasn't about guys having these crazy banger matches, which is great. Love seeing the athleticism, love seeing the creativity in that. But wrestling is missing, and we have flashes of it, but wrestling's missing that spectacle. Um, those stories that really draw you in. My favorite one, and some people are gonna hate this, and I don't really give a shit. No, you can't beat me up. Is the Bloodline story, and the fact it's still technically looming, but it's still technically going on. Um, but like the fact that Roman finally found who he wanted to be, who he needed to be, and then through that put his family on, put all these other people on, created all of these moments. Like I would quite literally watch PLEs for his match, and that was it. Even though I knew that the Bloodline was going to interfere, it didn't fucking matter because the build up to those matches were great. Especially the first time him and Cody wrestled at that first WrestleMania. People were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't win." If Cody would have if because I think of wrestling, I think I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but
It's okay. It's good though.
um, we got to quit thinking about wrestling as so realistic or whatever. Wrestling is, in some modes, a TV show. In some modes, I think of wrestling from a video game standpoint. Uh, in that feud right then and there, it would have made absolutely no sense for Cody to come in and beat Roman Reigns and complete his story there. Roman's been running through the entire roster, essentially all the contenders or whatever. Roman's character is like God at that point or whatever, super super strong character. Cody, though he was, if Roman's here, maybe Cody's like here on a half level at that time. He didn't have the strength in character to beat a Roman Reigns. He had to lose there, experience that adversity, and then build himself up to the point to where he could beat Roman Reigns when he did at that following WrestleMania. It was the same thing for me and Kojima. It would have been a shocker if I beat Kojima and retained the belt. But it made all the sense in the world for the first MLW World Champion to come back or whatever, and the strength of the character that is Kojima to beat me. It's not like he whooped my ass or whatever. It was still a competitive match.
Right.
But it made all the sense in the world for Kojima to win that match. Because my character was not. Yes, I had all these wins, but it's fucking Kojima.
Right.
So like people need to think of wrestling in that aspect. Like, I saw a video today on TikTok, and this guy was talking about how, well, I think it's Wrestling with Stitches. Follow him. I mean, it's not a bad video. I dislike the guy or anything like that, but um, the way wrestling fans and wrestlers think about wrestling are thought of in two very different ways. So, but he was saying that he hates the trope where a wrestler, I think he was using Darby Allin and John Moxley as an example, like 20 minutes in the match, uh, uh, Darby could have beaten Moxley, but then in the last 10 minutes, the Death Riders come out and save Moxley from losing. And he was like, I hate this trope. Why did they come out before when it was 20 minutes in?
Mm-hmm.
Reason why they didn't come out before when it's 20 minutes in, because Darby Allin isn't beating John Moxley
Right.
20 minutes into the fucking match. John Moxley is too strong of a character to lose at that point. So that's why they're not coming in. No matter what Darby Allin does within 20 minutes or whatever, it's not beating Moxley. Now, in crunch time, in that last 10 minutes, if it's a 30-minute match, crunch time, he may put some things together. You know, he definitely is going to put some things together or whatever that is going to weaken Moxley to the point to where he can win this match. It's like you're beating down this. Actually, no. Put it like this: John Moxley in that match is a boss, and bosses have in every video game that you
Yep.
play have these big ass life bars or whatever. So 20 minutes in the match, you might have only cut into half of that thing. You got to get down to like that last couple inches of that life bar or whatever to really have a chance. And that's what that last 10 minutes that's where he has a chance to win.
Right.
And that's why your team comes in because like, oh shit, we see that this is not going to go the way we want it to. Let's come in, crash the party. It's the same thing is applied to the Roman Reigns matches. And to really any match that has somebody that has a crew that comes in and gets their guy the fucking win or whatever. Halfway through the match, you've done some damage, but you ain't done enough to beat this boss like character. Mm-hmm. It's in that last little bit or whatever where their life bar is really, really down or whatever that you have the chance to actually win, but their team comes in or their people come in and thwart those efforts. But yeah, I still have to make that video.
There you go. Welcome to his TED Talk.
Like wrestling, professional wrestling, whether it's on TV, independents, whatever, it doesn't need to be hyper realistic. Right. It's essentially a TV show and or a video game. And that's how things that people get hit, you play any WWE game or whatever, you can add a bunch of finishers to, let's say, Brock Lesnar or whatever. You can hit 3 F5, not 3. You can hit an F5 in the beginning of the match and not win the match.
Right.
Because enough damage hasn't been done. So the compounding damage throughout the match, you get toward crunch time, not in a video game because you're not really timed like that, but like you get to where that life bar is down or, there's been a bunch of damage done, several body parts are red. Then you might have a chance to fucking win that match. But like, yeah. That's the end of that. I have to do more content.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem. So, I have 2 final questions for you. If you guys have anything else in the chat, please feel free.
Ask your questions or forever hold your peace. Don't slide in my DMs asking me stupid questions. Ask them now.
That or he's just gonna have to come back on the podcast at another.
I'll come back. Come back.
Love that. Okay, what's some things you like to do when you're not in the squared circle?
Watch. Like binge watch shows with my wife, or like just being in her presence and her watching The Real Housewives, because then I kind of get into it, because like I watch everything from a pro wrestling perspective, and there's a lot of tropes in them shows that could be pro wrestling. I wish they would like put hands on each other, but they never do. And then scrolling TikTok. Obviously, playing games on my phone. Wrestling Empire is a really fun one that I like to play. It's free on either the App Store or Play Store. You essentially you get to create a character. I mean, you can play exhibition matches, but who the fuck is doing that? But you can create a character or whatever and have a decently long career and have a bunch of crazy shit happen.
There you go.
So that game is fun. M. Dickey is a god as far as wrestling games goes. And then uh, trying to like make my cat not skittish, but my cat be on some bullshit. Wherever that cat is now. Oh, he's over there. But I like playing with my cat. He's cool.
Any,
His name is T'Challa.
oh, maybe we'll get blessed before the podcast is over. And
Probably not. For
Aw.
some reason he'll hop up like when my wife is working from home. He'll hop up on the desk and
Yeah.
chill with her, but it come to me, he don't want to do that. I don't appreciate it.
Any show recommendations? I need a new watch list here. Like,
Resident Alien, a show that I started watching by myself because my wife isn't into it. Orphan Black.
okay.
It was like 6 seasons. But like essentially this lady was like cloned a bunch of times. And somebody I don't think we've no, I think we've figured it out. One of the clones is trying to kill them all. She's yeah, it's but it's very, very good.
See, that would
Um,
solve my problem if like I could clone myself so I can go to multiple promotions when they run the same day.
what was it? The Hunt was it? I think it was the Hunting Wives or some shit like that. I think it was on
Okay.
Netflix. That was very, very good. Um, that shit was wild. Definitely watch that.
Okay, good. I'm always looking for new shows to like watch. I always go back into a comfort zone show, but like I need some new stuff. So, but so I'm gonna end on this question, then we'll go on to like everything that you had coming up and all that stuff like that. So, we live in the world of wrestling. Obviously, there's a bunch
Hmm.
of negatives. I love to focus on the positives. So, anyone that watches this know wrestling with positivity is dear to my heart. So, is there anything that you could share with us, whether maybe a fan's done for you, maybe you've done for a fan, maybe a wrestler's done for you, or maybe you've done for a wrestler, but anything that you can share that we wouldn't know?
So I have this young fan. Her name is Ruby Ringside. She has YouTube. I think it's her YouTube channel. She has a Facebook page. Um, she has social media stuff. She interviews wrestlers. Um, I don't know how this I don't know how Boumaier or how or why Boumaier spoke to her. This all black NW. Me and Thomas would always say we were the black NWO, because that's what he pitched years ago, and then it became a thing. But I think it was the start of my title. No, it was before I won the belt. She her dad hit me up and was like, she's a huge fan of yours. And so we built a relationship there. So for my birthday one year, because the JWA, which I don't even know if it's running anymore, but they won through me. I had like a birthday show, which is really cool. But she got watches made with the Boomai Fight Club logo like on them, like in it or whatever. It's in my room. But she has one, I have one. Her dad, mom, and brother also have one. So that was really, really cool. It's my favorite watch.
See? I love all those cherishing moments, and like a lot of people didn't know these things unless you guys came on here and shared these like amazing moments. So I always like to talk about things like that. So thank you for sharing that. It's so
You're
great.
welcome.
So so let's talk about what you got coming up. So obviously,
All right, so obviously we have action on Friday where I get to pummel Shug D, and give him, give him everything he deserves, pain wise. Then I have Deep South Wrestling on the 18th. We are going to be wrestling at the Decatur Barbecue Festival. So if you're in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Decatur, Georgia, whatever, come out. And then I'm also wrestling at DWA the following Friday. in Alpharetta, Georgia. So if you're in the Atlanta area, bring your tail. I think the show's free. I think. Don't quote me on that. Um, uh, Tentatively, I might be at TWE on the 25th because I did tell Dylan that I'm available because I wasn't at one point, but I am now. Then I have Deep South Wrestling at New Brown Brewery in Atlanta, Georgia on the 26th. I quite literally have my schedule up. If you're in Augusta, Georgia, Apex Wrestling, I'll be there on the 22nd. And then on the 29th, I will be, what is that? I think it's like Midwest All Pro or some shit like that. I think it's that. It's a friend of mine's promotion. You, hold on. Yeah, you're on TikTok. Of course you're on TikTok. Of course you're fucking on TikTok. I can't remember his name right now, but it's his friend's promotion, so I'll be
Okay.
there. And then I will be at World Wrestling is it World Wrestling Extreme? I think it's World Wrestling Extreme. Or I don't know. It's in New York. It's in the Bronx.
Okay.
I was there before. Hold on, give me a second. I want
You
to make sure I get this right.
you look that up. Actually, Jumbo Ref's in the chat. He goes, "Hello, love working with Alex at MLW. What's up, Jimmy?"
Oh no. Oh yes, it is World Wrestling Extreme. Okay, I was right. I was right. But I'll be there on the 13th. Whooping
There
ass.
you go. There you go. So, we'll tell everybody where they can follow you if they want to show up in some of the shows that you just share everything on the social medias and all that fun
Yeah,
stuff.
because I'm actually way more active on social media than I used to be. So Instagram is Boomaye Brother. That's Bomaye brother. You know what brother is. It's just on the ER on it. It's an A. All right, like the other word that y'all be trying to say that you don't need to be saying. All right. Yeah, yeah, gotcha. All right, that's Instagram. TikTok is Boomaye Brother as well. Twitter is also Boomaye Brother. Branding, marketing. Same name everywhere. Uh, uh, I think I saw merchandise on MLWshop.com. Go buy it because I still get royalties. Also, Brainbuster Tees. I also have merchandise on there. But yeah, follow me on all of my social medias, especially as long as we have TikTok before they get rid of it. Um, what else do I have? Stop adding me on Facebook. Like there's 533 friend requests, and y'all, I don't know why I want to be on. I just share opinions I shouldn't necessarily share about the world. I mean, unless we agree,
Right.
and I don't have to, tell you that you're stupid. You can follow me there. And then as far as bookings go, Alex Kane Bookings at gmail.com is my booking email. Uh, if you want to, upgrade your shows, quality, value, locker room. You want to do a seminar because for some reason in the 6 years that I've been wrestling and everything that I've done, I still haven't done a seminar.
That's crazy.
Insane. Come get this knowledge and then give me money.
Seriously. He gave
But yeah,
some great stuff
definitely.
today. Come on.
Uh, Book your boy.
Yeah.
Your show's gonna be better, and your fans are gonna go home even happier than they would if I wasn't on the show. Make it happen.
There you go.
I have reasonable rates.
There you go. The link's in the description below if you're
Bam.
lazy.
You're lazy.
I got you. I got you. I
I
got you.
appreciate you, sister. I appreciate you. Us melanated folks gotta stay together.
Is there anything else that you want to share that we didn't touch base?
No, I don't think so. Actually, no. For inspiring wrestlers, um, I know we always talk about looking the part. You don't have to look like a bodybuilder. You don't. Um, but what you do need to look like is an athlete. And athletes come in all shapes and sizes. You don't necessarily need to be following some bodybuilding regimen or whatever because you're going to wind up stiff. You need to be focusing on building functional strength, everyday strength. Um, don't eat like garbage. I mean, still enjoy still enjoy food. Like you don't need to be on some crazy diet where you're bulking and cutting and bulking and cutting. Stop that nonsense. Build yourself up to whatever your dream weight is, and then keep yourself in a slight deficit and lift heavy. Like I don't know why y'all be out here doing this light ass weight with these high ass reps. Especially a lot of the women in wrestling. Stop it. Just lift heavy. We all build muscle in the same way through tension. Lift, get strong, eat relatively well, and you'll look way better in your gear. You'll feel better in your everyday clothes. I'm a personal trainer, so this is what I do. And then continue expanding your knowledge as far as fitness goes. And if you're gonna do cardio, like the treadmill is good for some moderate intensity shit, but that treadmill or any kind of cardio that you're doing, you need to be, if you're not in the ring all the time or whatever, which some of us can't be, unless don't have a ring to be in. But you need to find a way to stay sharp as far as your cardio goes. Again, functional cardio. Run, push a sled, kettlebell swings, med ball slams. All of these things will still have you prepared for the ring. If your gym has what's called Jacob's ladder, use it religiously. That'll have you ready. But constantly running on the treadmill is not going to do what you think it's going to do. Also, last thing, cardio does not burn fat. It doesn't. All you wrestlers out there doing 1,000 hours of cardio, trying to have the dream body you want. A calorie deficit and strength training is what's going to get you where you want to be. It's what's going to have you looking the way you want to look. Also, regular wrestling fan people also as well. Cardio does not burn fat.
There you go. I know, my friend John had, I remember, a while ago, he was asking of, what is, a wrestler. So, how to, get better, looking or whatever like that. So, I know John will appreciate that.
Lift some heavy-ass weight with some good form and eat relatively well. Prioritize your protein, and you will see results. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously,
right,
unless you start doing anabolic drugs. I mean, that can get you there really quick. But don't do that. As long as be consistent. It's like anything in life, just like wrestling. You're consistent, you're consistently getting bookings, you're consistently bettering yourself in the ring, it's gonna pay off. Same thing with the gym. Consistently keep your nutrition in check, consistently train in the gym. You're going to see the results. It just takes time. Don't get discouraged because you don't see results in a month or two. It takes time. I've been working out for 17 years. I finally look like I think I've been looking my entire life, or how I've wanted to look.
There you go.
Which is Jack.
I love that. He wants to know what your Fight Club program is.
You want to my Fight Club workout program? Oh, I'll.
That's what they're asking in the chat.
I'll give you what I did today. Hold on, let me find it. I have everything in a Google Doc. I did quads today. Because you should split if you do a leg day, you should split it up, glutes and hams, and then quads. Very taxing day. So today was box jumps, 4 sets of 3. And then I added, I think I did a 24-inch box, and then I added a 6-inch box, and then I moved that, added a 12, and then I put 6 inches on top of that as well. So you're varying the levels that you're jumping to. Kettlebell clean, 3 sets of 5. I think I was telling you earlier about tire flips, but actually grabbing it and suplexing it.
Yeah.
So I think it's an 80-pound tire, so that was fun. And then Zercher squats. So normally it's like barbell squats you put on your back. Zercher squats you put it in the crook of your elbow here, the bar. Start light, don't go crazy with it, too crazy. Build on it. Also get some elbow sleeves for this to be a little bit more comfortable. And then I did dumbbell lunges, 3 sets of 10, leg press, 3 sets of 12. I did. I also started the entire workout with leg extensions just to warm my knees up because I'm old. Then I did another set of leg extensions, hip adduction, abduction, because not enough people. Nobody works their adductors and their adductors, abd and ad, because ad you're going here, ab you're going here. It works that abduction works that glute, and adduction works the inside of your thigh here.
Hmm.
Especially men don't work this enough, so work that. And then, like I was saying earlier, like pushing a sled, I put the sled itself is 100 pounds, and then I put uh, 65 pounds on top of that, and I sprinted down the turf that we have at our gym at Crunch. And I did that like 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Functional cardio. My lungs were on fire. But yeah, that was my day, and it was rough, but it was fun. But I mean, that's what it takes to be. We always wrestlers always talk about, oh, we're professional athletes. All right, then train like one. Then train like one.
There you go. Great advice today. So take it all, eat it all up. You know.
If you're a young wrestler and you have questions, a lot of wrestlers for some reason don't want to like they want to climb up the ladder and then pull up the ladder. I'm not that guy. The ladder is still hanging here. Climb up, ask a question, hit my DMs. I'm here to help. And if I don't have the answer, I will find somebody that does. But it's like "Boom My Ears for the People" is not just a slogan. It is who I am. So yeah, hit me up. Ask your questions.
There you go.
I
Again,
also do online personal training, so you can come work with me on that.
there
as
you
well.
go. All the links are in the description, so you can shoot them a message and all that fun stuff. So, wow, this was great. This is a great podcast. So I appreciate that you came on here and chatted with us.
Thank you for having me, and you
Absolutely.
have to have me back on after I beat the dog shit out of Shook.
Yeah, and like for anybody, like so.
And you get to watch it live.
I know we're gonna be there. I'm so excited. So, and I will be backstage before, so I'll be annoying everybody doing
Please.
interviews.
Do some interviews.
I'm gonna do some interviews for the podcast. I'm so excited with all the fun stuff that I have planned for that. So make sure you are subscribed to Queen of the Indies Corner because there will be a video up probably this weekend. So
And Alex Kane will be in it.
look, see, so you don't know who's going to be in this video. So
Well, you know now. I'm gonna
well,
be in
he's
it.
definitely gonna be in it. You'll see Matt. I will be fighting with Tim Bosby and Hales.
I can't wait to beat him up too.
Let's make it. So I'm sorry, but Adam Priest is going to be the third-time Action Champion Friday.
No, he's not.
Damn.
No, he's not. I love Lemon Pepper Priest, but he ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure it don't happen. I know I'm a baby face of Action now, but I can't have that happen.
Well, make sure you're tuned into Action Wrestling on IWTV this Friday. So, but yeah, so I'll have a video up for you, and then next week. The photographer Danny Darko is coming on, so make sure.
Hey, I love Danny. I miss him so much. He's shot so many great pieces of my work.
Yes.
I love that guy.
He's
Can't
great.
wait to work
Do you have any questions that you want me to ask him next week on the podcast?
No, I mean I'll just message him, which I need to talk to him.
So now you can message him after this pod. So. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all your fan questions and your support in here. If you're watching this later, I appreciate you. Leave a comment, leave love. Make sure you're following Alex. So, yeah.
Yeah, come on, get my social media numbers up. Damn.
There you go. Give him some love and
Love.
tag your favorite promoters to bring him into all
That
these
too.
different promotions. So
You want to see me in person? You want to see me beat up your favorites? Let's go.
he's already watched Andy Brown for putting milk in first.
Exactly. Andy Brown can get this work, especially for putting his milk first and then his cereal. What are we doing here? Damn. We got no home training.
There you go, guys. Well, you know the drill. Stay safe, support independent wrestling, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a
Boom
good
my ass for the people.
see.
Remember that.
Bye, guys.
Feeling miserable.